having sex with you, you paying.
I should never want for nothing. Yeah. I ain't gonna be over here with no gas in my car and having sex with you. So there was a trade-off.
Yep.
Which means I was a prostitute. I was a whore, is what that meant. If you're trading provision for sex, you are a whore.
This is Drew, and we got another one for you today as soon as we run the intro.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't.
Folks keep lying, talking about y'all got tricks. Y'all ain't got no tricks. Y'all not supposed to trick. He's now a customer. A trick is something. Let me give y'all a definition of what a trick is. A trick is somebody who give you money thinking they're gonna fuck, but you never give them no. You don't give them the money to you. You keep tricking them.
Yep.
You keep tricking them. See, our mamas had the real tricks. They bought the school clothes, school shoes, bought the food for the house, all that. And mama never gave them no pussy. Never. They just want to spend time with them. Ain't something you hold as they are customers now.
They're customers.
So you need to be saying, what is customer that? What is customer? See, you hold so broke, y'all got a trick. See, our mama, they wasn't just broke. They just need some money on the side to help.
Niggas is wildin'. Did you guys hear what this guy said? I don't think I could have broke it down much better. Maybe without all the cursing. But his message is still clear. When you tricking somebody, basically getting them to do things for you or whatnot, and you don't have to give up no money. I mean, you don't have to give up no sex. But if you coming and it's straight transactional, you give me some money and I give you sex, that's a customer. That is straight up selling it. I mean, we can try to sugarcoat this thing as much as we want. You're selling box. It's as simple as that.
6 years old.
Damn. So, guys, don't get fooled when you hear all these extra terms that, are being thrown around society trying to, pretty up, a situation that we know exactly what it is. You're selling it. It's as simple as that. These are not women you won't get in relationships with. You definitely don't want to marry them. Let's see what this other lady got to say about it. Maybe I got it all wrong.
Having sex with you,
you paying.
I should never want for nothing. I ain't gonna be over here with no gas in my car and having sex with you. So there was a trade-off. Which means I was a prostitute. I was a whore, is what that meant. If you're trading provision for sex, you are a whore. Nobody broke it down to me like that.
Or you said it like that.
Right.
Wow. If you're trading provision.
You are a whore. And I didn't see it like that because the other women in my life was trading provision.
This is basically what we just talked about. We're trying to put cutesy terms on situations that we know are not cute. It's as simple as that. If you're talking to somebody and the first thing out of your mouth is you got to give me some money and I'll do anything you want sexually or whatnot, you're selling it. It's as simple as that. I mean, how many other ways we got to put this thing? And don't get yourself fooled. Most of these women out here are not just dealing with guys and guys just handing them money for no reason. If she's getting money from him, she's doing something for it. A lot of times, I can tell you right now, men that have taken the time to build themselves up and build up a little bit of money they can afford to blow some in the later years or whatnot, these guys are not ignorant as a lot of women would try to make it seem. It's like, only thing we are driven by is our carnal desires, so to speak. Don't get yourself fooled on that. These guys understand what's going on. They may, lie to you, look in your face and try to act like, hey, if I pay for it, it's no big deal. It ain't tricking if you got all that foolishness, but you're buying boxes. As simple as that. And my thing is, I honestly look at it. If you're going to buy it, get you a professional. Get somebody you don't have to, seduce, convince, beg, to give it up. You give her like Gilbert's Arena said in one of his podcasts, give her, a couple $100, whatever the fee is that, that y'all agree upon or whatnot, and get on to it and send her on her way. Because no relationship, nothing meaning is gonna ever come out of a situation like this. To start out transacting, you gotta win over with your wallet and all that kind of stuff. As soon as your money get light or you stop spending on or whatnot, she's gone anyway. So you really don't have nothing.
Does height matter? How tall they are?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what's a good height for you? Give me a number.
Depends on how confident he is and how much money he makes.
Now I ain't saying she a gold.
Okay, so like give me a number. Like the last guy you dated, how tall was he?
The shortest guy I've ever dated was 5'6", but when he stands on his money, he's 6 feet tall.
I ain't saying she a gold digger.
So save yourself, save some money. Sometimes it's better to spend a little bit up front than to be, long term, stretching money out on the backside. Meet a woman on the side, you think she's attractive or whatnot, you start talking to her, and first thing she holler, next 5-10 minutes, take me to the mall, I need bags, I need Chanel, I need this, that, and the other. Hell, it would definitely be cheaper to just go buy it. Either way, you're probably going to end up with something that you can't get rid of, whether it be herpes or whatever the case may be. And let's be real, guys, in the end, is it really worth it? For a few seconds of pleasure, and then you got a lifetime of issues, troubles, might end up being an unwanted pregnancy that you didn't want. And these type of women, I guarantee they're not going to get rid of it. They're going to keep it, and they're going to try to juice you for every single penny that they can get out of you. And as the kid is growing up, you're still not going to have a relationship with them because she's going to look at it, even if you're on child support, if you're not handing her every penny that she asked for, she's going to turn the child against you and tell the kid, your father don't love you or whatnot, because he's not buying you $200, $300, $400 sneakers and you're in the 5th grade. So it's a lose-lose situation each way. So if you're going to deal with these women, deal with them as such. Go ahead and ask them straight up front, how much? They start talking that foolishness, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, for some foolishness, for one night or whatnot, that's beyond ridiculous. Most of these women, no man's going to hand them that kind of money to spend one night with them. Go ahead on down to, like ours used to be Stewart Avenue. I think it's called Metropolitan now. Where the women used to just stand out there and just sell it. You're going to get the same thing. It's just you're not going to have to go through as much of the headache. It's going to be just as risky either way.
They're creating super niggas in their mind. They don't even be looking at the niggas right in front of them. That's the difference between men and women. We see who hit. Right. Women down here think it's a unicorn nigga with a long dick, a lot of money, and a weekend house. This nigga
I know that's right.
Poetry, and draw, and he a thug, and he can fight, and lift weights, and don't need pork. You crazy.
Women want a man to be with them for 20 years and still act like he done slept with her for the first time. As if he ain't got bored about 3 days into this whole marriage. Maybe 3 weeks now.
Now, this particular woman right here, I don't really, listen to her content very much because she has some of the same mindsets as a lot of these women, but every now and then, she says something that makes sense. That old saying, even a blind squirrel will find a nut every now and then. And I think it's kind of the situation here where she's talking about, women's delusions. They want you to, act like, it's the first time you've been with them 5-10 years. They've slacked up, you slacked up, we've gotten older, whatnot. I'm used to it, you used to it. They still want you to act like this is the first time. That's not even realistic. That's why you have to base your relationships on something more than just the physical. Because if you don't, this is basically how it ends up, in a pile of mess.
So quick to let me take you on a trip. Pay a fucking bill. Pay a bill. Pay a goddamn bill.
Always begging.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
They broke.
Can we get on the phone? No, get on the phone with billing. Don't talk to me. Talk to billing.
Well, them bills be kicking y'all ass, huh? They get mean when they broke. That's why you can't date broke women, man. They get mean when they broke. What they tell men, if you broke, then you shouldn't be dating.
There you go.
If you're broke, then you shouldn't be dating.
That go for her
right,
too.
Baby. Just do some overtime. It's the same way that y'all say cooking and cleaning is wife duties, paying bills, being a provider, that's husband duties. It's a dirty game.
And like we talked about previously, it's hard times out here right now. Hey, I understand, people losing their jobs left and right. it's hard to even find a job. And if you find one that's not going to pay you enough to pay, bills, regular bills or whatnot, then once you get out here, you need a halfway decent car to get to work. The simplest car, Nissan Sentra, especially if you got bad credit, that may run you $600, $700, $800 a month. And then if you got a bad driving record or, had a few wrecks or, let your friend wreck your car or whatnot, the insurance had to pay, the insurance is high. Not to mention what's going on, with a lot of these, barbershop, beauty shops, getting these celebrity prices, $500, $600 to set a wig on.
So why does it cost so much? I'm washing my own shit. I'm blow drying my own hair. I'm purchasing my own hair so that we could get the braids going. I show up to your place, so I gotta drive there myself. You're about 15 to 20 minutes late, and I'm still about to cop out $450 for some knotless braids. After paying a $50 deposit to save my spot that you're late to, and that I cannot get refunded if I miss.
On $600, $700, to braid your hair. Times are tight, and it's tightening down on all of us, But like the guy said, these women, they get mean when the money start getting light. But don't put yourself in a situation that you're taking on another bill for no reason. Don't do it. There's nothing to be gained for it except getting used up and discarded. If a woman is in this type of situation, just like they tell the men, you leave her where she's at. She needs to see Jesus or something.
Niggas is wildin'.
You don't step into a situation where a woman is desperate like this, because she can't see past her own emotions. She's just in a situation that she's just trying to survive, and she will do anything, and you will end up nothing but a casualty if you try to save this type of woman.
Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved.
She is in turmoil. She's fighting for her life, and it's not your job to save her. It's as simple as that. You need somebody that already kind of got their head on straight, not somebody that's just, underwater and, the water's getting ready to hit their nose or whatnot, and then you get in there and you can't swim.
Here's how to save someone from drowning. The only thing someone wants that's drowning is to live. So they'll do anything to live. If they get a hold of you, you go deep and push them away.
Don't get yourself tied to a woman like this, because she start out hitting you up like this. It's gonna always be like this, and you're gonna end up in a situation where you're drained dry. And don't fool around, lose your job, lose your income or whatnot. You talking about somebody that would be in a hurting situation. Oh my God, this woman would give you hell if it's a situation where you can't provide or give her what she feel like you need to be handling. This is the same type of woman right here. She'll look at it as she feel like she deserves somebody to come and rescue her. She's not a bad looking woman, but her personality is ugly. I'm just being honest with you. But a woman like this, you hear what she's saying. Pay a bill. Don't come ask me nothing. Don't do nothing. This woman's delusional. Obviously, she's made very bad decisions as far as her finances or whatnot. And, with a situation like this, the only thing she's looking at you is to just come in and give the money. And if one of you guys come in and start giving the money for a little while and you leave, she's going to think that's her new level. She's going to figure out, this is what I deserve. Hell, I've had other guys to do it before. So anybody come to my life afterward, I'm expecting you to do the same thing, because this is my worth. Guys, you got to start thinking before you start dealing with these type of women, especially any woman like this. Like I said, is desperate. She's fighting for her life right now, and she's very delusional.
Told me I look like Rihanna. So I remember it was this old lady, right? I was in the airport, and she was like, Rihanna, you look just like Rihanna. I said, what? I said, really? I had my shades on and all that, and then I was like, okay. And now I got that before on a work, and then I got it on live. So there's a correlation here. Y'all can say whatever you want. Y'all know y'all.
You serious?
No, y'all hating.
This is what I mean by delusions, when we start feeding these type of attitudes from these women and whatnot. I don't know who told her she looked like Rihanna, but we're gonna leave that right where it's at, because in no planet does this woman look anything like anybody that would mistake her for Rihanna. But with women, they are allowed to have this type of delusion or whatnot. Us men, we have to live in the real world. And this may be a woman that has been with somebody that was above her level, so to speak. Somebody that, you know, she really wasn't in their same class, so to speak. They wasn't on the same level. If she's been with somebody, which she may have, there's situations like that us guys are putting out there and making these women think that they are above where they actually are. We got to stop this, guys. We got to. Things are never going to get better until we all start living in the same realm, so to speak. And this delusion is basically gotten out of the way.
5-10% of men get 90% of the women on the dating apps. Yeah. The reason that's such a problem is because we're guys. You bring a 4 in here right now with a big butt or big boobs, bro, I'll bend her over that table right there. I don't care. Now she thinks that she's on my level. I just did it because it was a random Tuesday and I got nothing to do. And so now she thinks that she's up this hierarchy, and I hate to put numbers to it, but this is the way that people understand it. She thinks she's here when most of the time the guy that does that would never actually date her. But because there's so much access to so many men and so many women on such a large scale, it creates this kind of dissonance between where people should be. That becomes dangerous as well, because now you have girls that are probably not in the league of a guy like you. They think they're in that league because I slept with her.
That's it.
But the truth of the matter is, he just got nothing to do on a Tuesday night. Sorry. And now she won't give the normal guy a shot because she's been with the big boss. She's been with the successful
guy.
She
looks like Rihanna. This just like this one we just talked about. She thinks she looks like Rihanna, so if somebody that she feels like is at a high caliber deals with her or whatnot, she's going to think all of a sudden her value has raised, her looks has raised, her appearance, her appeal has raised up. Now she's going to look down on anybody that would probably be a perfect match for her, because she honestly feels like she looks like Rihanna, or, you know, somebody that's way above her class as far as looks. And she feels like anything else, she would be settling.
Why do 90% of y'all 40-year-olds look so good?
So funny.
Hey, fam. Hey.
I know that's right.
Hey, sit this one out. He wasn't talking to you.
He wasn't talking to you.
Just go and sit this one out.
Don't want to be wrong. They'd rather lie than be wrong. It's their nature. It's not a bad thing. Women run from submittance in relationships. Let me say this. Men commit in relationships. A woman cannot commit in a relationship. I don't care. Oh, she won't commit. She broke her commitment. She broke her commitment. She never was committed, bro. They can't. When a man commits to a relationship or a marriage with a woman, he does that in thoughts that it is forever. When a woman submits, she does that in thoughts that this is fucking awesome. And he's awesome. And I love this. And I'm getting what I want. As soon as that stops, she's like, I'm not happy. And she fucking leaves. She will tear your whole family and legacy apart, bro.
Now, this guy, I don't agree that every woman can commit. I don't subscribe to that, because I've ran into a couple that, you know, kind of fought their nature. And, you know, when they made a promise, you know, that I'm going to stay with this person or whatnot, they stuck by it no matter what. Now, I'm not saying anybody should be in a situation where you abuse and whatnot. It's not what I mean. But like he said, men and women, we love totally different. We love a woman, like I said, we wouldn't have put down our life for them. You know, I don't think women love the same way as men. I used to believe it, you know. I used to, you know, go by what my mom told me, you know, but from my experience over the years, we don't love the same way. You know, if a fire break out or whatnot, and you in the house and the kids, first thing she gonna do is get them kids out. And then she may call 911 or call the neighbors to come get you out. But if the situation reversed, we're gonna get our wife out the house first. We'll probably try to get them all out at the same time. But we wouldn't risk our lives, you know, for somebody that we love and care about. And I can tell you right now, most women, they are fair weather. That's why, you know, a lot of us, so many women have came into our lives that we cared about, and they just disappeared, just like the puff of wind. Because once they came around, and then once they figured out they couldn't get anything else that they really wanted or needed, they just left. And with that, we're going to end it. And I'll see you again at the next one.
nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy.